Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great night for beautiful and sexy actresses who are over 20. You feel
Thank
you're
you.
like, welcome. You feel you're like wine.
Very special club I'm in.
You feel you're like wine, getting better each year.
Absolutely. Some of the great ironies of life. We only get better, but never.
Congratulations. Why does television have more of a history of taking to better roles for more mature women rather than film?
I mean, I don't know if I can really answer that with it. I do think that cable, I mean, there've been wonderful things on network, and but with the advent of cable and the roles that they're offering us, I think that's made a huge difference.
Why do you think it's been seized, like with something like Desperate Housewives, and it's been like a million years since something like The First Wives Club? You know, there's that great gap, and yet now it's a huge hit. Why all of a sudden the interest in the knowing woman?
Gosh, I don't know. I wish I was more articulate and knowledgeable about it.
So how are you with the process of getting dressed today? This is an extraordinary dress.
Oh,
Tell us about it.
I'm really happy to tell you about this dress. This dress was designed for me for an Oscar. And I can't remember what I was nominated for, but it was designed for me by Jeffrey Bean. And he died just not long ago. And he was one of our great American designers. I have a remarkable costume collection, so I decided to wear this as an homage to Jeffrey. He was groundbreaking and I think much loved within the community of fashion designers. So it's just the most wonderful dress there. So it's
so contemporary, the little.
yeah. When you're great, you're great.
How daunting was it to step into the footsteps of Katharine Hepburn for this part?
It was very daunting. I didn't have the courage to watch her performance until we were halfway through shooting in Budapest, and all my sons were these very, wonderful young British actors, and they see everything, and they, talk about everything. They'd seen the movie several times, and I finally got up my courage, and I was really happy that I did. I learned things from her performance, and thought about them as I continued to do my Eleanor. So she did inform me, and I felt her presence constantly. Oh, The Shield. I was in shock all last week. It was our first episode, and it's literally like jumping off a cliff. I love the way the show is shot. It's handheld cameras, very, very fast, very visceral. I've yet to have a director say, you have to stand on that mark. I'm with an extraordinary group of actors. So for me, it's a great workout and I don't know where they're going to take my character, but she's tough and she's there to clean things up. So
Glenn,
I think the chemistry's good.
You're an awesome actress and you put so much into your roles. From where do you get that ability to transition so deep within that character?
I don't know. I honestly feel that it's in the writing, that if you're given a great piece of writing, that's the beginning. And we're lucky if we get parts like Eleanor of Aquitaine in the span of her career. And great writing has a rhythm to it, and it's smart, and it's rooted in something real. And I don't have a formula. In fact, I always go through this frightening process. I feel like I'm a blank page, and a lot of times I don't know where inspiration will come from or what thought it will be that will release, finally make me feel like I really know this character. So I always feel like I am jumping off a cliff with each new character.
How are you going to celebrate this evening? This is supposed to be
very hard. I'm up for a really good partying tonight.
Glenn, I wanted to ask you, obviously you're over here to your left. Hi.
Oh, there you are.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I wonder also, a good buddy of yours is getting the Cecil B. DeMille Award tonight.
Oh, you know my son, Robin.
Yeah, your son.
He's done so well.
I was just curious if you had any thoughts about Robin and how deserving he is or not deserving.
Oh, no, I think Robin is a national treasure. I think he's a unique genius. I remember doing Garp with him. It was my first movie. I think it was his second. And he's a genius. And I think it's incredibly deserving. He's also he's a great human being. Chris Reeve was a friend of mine, and I was very aware since, when Chris's accident, how Robin was always there for him. Always. Always, always, always. And that's the kind of person he is, with, nobody really knowing about it. But on the anniversary of Chris's accident, Robin would always have a big, wonderful dinner at Chris's home and tell him, invite whoever you want. It's on me. And he's that kind of person, so that's the Robin I know.
So are you going to be doing some live music on Broadway?
I am.
Who do you want to be your Frederick?
My Frederick. I wanted Kevin Kline, but I don't know. I don't know who's going to be my Frederick.